for you about fabric and it's only been 2 hours since this. Okay. I think I might do it this way. It's a little bit different than how I usually need a spill, but I've got a spill to clean before the dog gets it, and just I do. Luckily, it didn't get out of the fridge. And I figured I'd bring you all and we could chit chat, and have some loving, kind, and enjoyable conversations. Um, all in there. I don't. Okay. I like this. This is an interesting angle, isn't it? Though. I guess I have three things, and it's interesting. Hi, Marianne. I saw the little seat in the yard. Not any validation that you visited earlier, but I just brought a bunch of these towels down here recently. So, anybody there? No. Okay. Good. Very good indeed. Just kidding. It's just that I'm not quite ready for anybody to be here yet. But I was ready to start, so what's that say? I start before I'm ready? I don't know. Possibly, maybe. No, it helps with it. I also, was this one now? It also helps if you're heating something up on a stove top or a microwave, just in case you didn't know, not trying to call you stupid or anything, to have it on or in. So. Anyway, so I had a bit of a spill. I've been kind of good about breaking things lately, unintentionally. And actually, this might not be easily fixed, because there's a bunch of little pieces. It didn't just break into three big pieces, but I do want to show you this cup and how it did break, because I've never broken a cup like this. So just a moment. And it says life begins after coffee. Well, let's hope it begins around coffee too. You know, don't just wait for coffee. Get living. Coffee can help though. Doesn't look like you're still there. You know, now if I was a ceramic or pottery artist, I'd be very happy about this. Piece number one. You know, I just brought these down. This doesn't touch them, so it's okay. Just bring them down in mass. It's unlike some people that may only have one or two. Yeah, wash part of these. So I'm just cleaning up a spill, but I wanted to show you even this. I don't know if I'm just easily amused. It could be possible. I wrote a song about it once. But, like you must be, because I'm not amused. But no, this piece is kind of cool. But the other two, I think, really win the prize here. And the dog being good. So this cup. Oh, you laughed? Did you? Well, then never mind. Or if you didn't, it looks like you did. Tell me otherwise. Sometimes also we gotta remember that stuff can really... Good boy. He said, I don't need to give you anything because you're just being good. Although I almost want to give something for being good. But it's also sometimes you want to give your dog something when they're in the way, you know, and you're trying to do something. Oh, we got two people there? Okay, I just wanted to show you. So, let me maybe rinse it off a little bit. So, oh, you left? Well, I should have showed it to you dirty then. Just kidding. No filter. That was mild convincing. No, just kidding. But you know what? I always do my best, and I have a theory about what's the word? Not children using that. So I want to show you a couple of pieces of. This one's a bit different, and I wasn't even going to do it, but we have somebody coming to buy a product from us soon, and they could be here a little while, even though we still don't usually eat too close till 8. But it's you're asking, why am I doing this on such a low level? Because I'm cleaning up a spill. So I had a cup break, and I just want to show you, and I'm a little upset, but I just want to show you the cool shapes it broke into. All three of you seem to leave. You're like, you're doing this about a broken cup? I mean, some people would make art out of this. I don't know if I could think of how to do so. Hey, get out of here, please. I'm not done yet. You're being good, hey? You're being a good little boy. Oh, you're so good. Hello, hello. Talking to our dog. He's not quite in the image. He's staying out of the way, thankfully. Okay, I think I'm going to raise this because it feels really weird to be talking to the floor like that. Just about as weird as when nobody's here. I'm talking to myself. Just kidding. Okay. It's amazing how that stuff bounces too. Oh, that's something else. That's some other dirt. Okay, it's a bit slippery. Sonny, get out of here, please. I mean, you're just getting remnants of coffee, so I'm sure it's okay, but... So yeah, I had some spare time because I just want to show my outfit. But then if I'm doing this, I better rest myself. But I'm sure I have a less of a big line to watch. I'm sure I do. I mean, I don't know what I think about Linda, but that was so enjoyable. Such a nice fella. Such a nice fella. You're like, let's not talk about me, because that's not how people classify me. Well, if it's not, then, maybe you should work on that. Wouldn't you rather people have good things to say? Lots of love in their heart for you. Sorry about the lighting. I think it was better over here, actually. So I just was cleaning up a spill in aisle 5. And I just want to take a quick look at it. The dog's trying to help. I don't know how this came into it. This looks like one of those, do you think I look up the things from a tree? I don't know. That must have been on my shoe or something. Okay, it's still slippery and sticky. But I ran through it with a fine-tooth comb. I think this one actually, I thought the other one with the handle might have been my favorite, but I think this one might be. I don't know. Better be careful, sorry. Hey, out. So I'm talking to our dog. Man, I keep getting triggered about my studies. I'm talking to my, well, you're saying it in my earshot. If I have something to say, I'll say it. Out, please. So, it's not like I'm saying anything bad. And that's up for interpretation. Okay, it still feels a little bit sticky like we're walking in a movie theater. Maybe I will just let the dog get it from here. As long as the pieces of the cup, including the smallest pieces, are not there for him, once you injure your tongue. It's hard to... By the way, if you look at the cutest yellow little plate that's already out about... I feel like I had some on my foot before I put my sandals on. Now it's on them. Okay, so I'm just making a coffee and then chit chat, maybe do a little bit of music. Dinner's just gonna get heated up. I got a special treat for G. It was something I ordered earlier today. These interesting waffle fries. Have you ever heard of those? I think I have, but I'm not sure. And it has like tomatoes and tomatoes, potatoes and potatoes. Well, that's the waffle fries. And olives and hot peppers, which is more his thing. And I don't think there's anything on it he likes. Maybe the tomatoes and the dislikes, rather. There's nothing on it he likes, but I'm going to give it to him anyway. And he's going to eat it and enjoy it. Guess there's lots of flavor on the ground. Yeah, I took it. It was kind of behind the... No. And I took it. And I think I didn't take it by the handle. I think I grabbed it by the top, and then I accidentally opened my hand, and... Anywho. Got a cup of coffee here now, and that's the main thing. I really only know to watch you when you're not caffeinated, because you're wild. Must have been because you left. Yeah, the caffeine helps bring it out a little bit, but I'm a little wild anyway. Just a little. Just a little. Wild thing, you make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Anyway, don't mind me. That's an old song, eh? That's nothing more. I know they have another similar song, so I'm thinking it's of the same kind of era and genre, so I'm thinking it might be. I'm just sugaring my coffee. Oh, well, I'm just seeing art and everything tonight. Paradelia. It's the C. C for coffee. That'd be a great little logo for a cafe sign or business card, wouldn't it? I bet you it already exists. Somebody invented it before me. Oh, how could they? They didn't even check first. Always good to ask first. But yeah, I was thinking about something earlier that occurred. You know what? He's just busy with his stream and whatever else he does. He doesn't have time. Because 2 other people, 3 I think that I can think of, haven't minded. You know, they're curious to check out my content. And I look forward to having them. Our content, it's me, NG. You can make your own. Happy to inspire ideas, but use your own content and yeah. I do recommend kind of that everybody should write a book or a story about their life. Everybody has, you know, things they've learned in life and that can inspire others. What I say, everybody should have a YouTube? Mostly, but certainly not surely. I'm hoping that even maybe she's already watching too. That's what she said. Yeah. Hoping that my run friend, you know, kind of. Well, I'll save that. I'll wait. I don't even know if the lighting of this here. Surely I've done something in this spot. Not very far from my light, maybe it's up towards the light. Remember those walls I built? Baby, they're tumbling down. Didn't even put up a fight. Didn't even make a sound. Found a way to let you in. Never really had a doubt. Living in the light of the halo. Got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Person left. I don't actually sing a cappella very often. I feel naked kind of when I do it. Speaking of singing, I'm not sure if I will. I was talking earlier about, in the past and today, about wishing to sing karaoke, even on a non-karaoke night, at a place that my friend worked at. I just thought of something which may or may not prevent it, so I'm not going to think it's going to do one or the other. You know, sometimes you're kind of, oh, I just don't know, or you feel, I don't know. I almost feel like she's actually kind of saying, yeah, you know, don't let yourself think too much into it. We'll see what we can do, bud, and it'll be good. It'll be a fine time. So, but there's a slight worry You know, when it's not the usual karaoke time, uh, will whoever's there know how to operate it? I know it sounds weird, or maybe it does. I don't know, especially if you don't know the details. Let me just bring stuff out here. Usually all I have to do is hit that. I just opened it, so it should be. Okay, here we go. I kept them moved it. No, my daughter sends cards. I guess it means she never gets me. But she probably sends them. Because, you know, she's old school, and I just think it's something she's more likely to do. Not that I'm not old school, not an old soul in some ways, but anywho, what was I saying? I don't know if I should finish stating it because somebody that works there might see this and watch this part of it. And I'm not saying anything bad about them, I'm just, I don't know. I hope that it might happen. Yeah, it's been really funky lately, and they suggested something from back in the day. I'm trying to remember what meditation group I went to back in the day. I mean, I went to a couple different groups that did sometimes do meditation, but not often. I mean, if I felt it right to still go to them, I'd still be going to them, so. So, yeah. I don't want to ask this just in case I don't remember. There's one question, just in case I don't remember what video it is. I'd rather wait to ask my friend something if she sees this. YouTube friend. But you know, she is kind of familiar. Not sure who this reminds me of. It's the lady at the end of our street. If it's the lady down the street, no, I was kidding. Well, maybe. It could even very likely be a little bit the one from the community dinner thing I used to go to, and the hamper. I think that's what I thought before, but Eileen looks friendlier, and I mean, I didn't know that lady very well, but she always seemed a little bit, I hate to say it, but she always seemed a little bit uptight, maybe. Eileen's really nice to chat with, easy to get along with. So different person. I mean, yeah, she may have moved, but from here. But well, actually, we have lived in one place, but that place. I don't know if she ever lived there. Okay. Just a moment, please. You gonna be down there soon? Gonna make me get out. Oh, there is a car there. I don't think it has its lights on though. It's gonna make me be a bit nimble, eh? Last night. Oh, look, you would love log clubs. You could probably do bars. Of course, you would say, well, but for the drunk people. But some drunk people are kind of fun and all right. Some get a little bit rowdy and aggressive, but most of them are pretty light. You know what? You might want the chicken with that. It's true. What, the drunk people? No. No. They don't go with chicken noodle. Uh-huh. I'm like, oh, they don't? I thought they did. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Ah, my goodness gracious me. I will tell you this. This much I will tell you. Okay? If you happen to see my previous videos, I mean, I think there was more content in it than trying to figure out ordering some food. I ordered some food. It was decent. Decent, let's say that. I'd never had those items. They were new from Pizza Hut. I would say that last time we ordered Pizza Hut pizza, it wasn't what I remember. But then there's different types of crust, so maybe it was just a different type of crust. Like different thickness or whatever. But, he brought home some lotion, and it was very runny and oily. Watch, the person, well, I was going to say watch, somebody tune in now and he's the same one that said, last time I saw you got it in your eye and it turned out to be body soap. Now you're getting it everywhere else. I'm not usually a mess. Well, mostly not. I'm really a joy and a pleasure and got a good head on my shoulders and I'm talented, and some people may say, and you got an ego. No, I'm tooting my own bugle with a bit of confidence, that's all. Just telling you what it, that's the other thing about mentioning content to people. I know it's worth. I know sometimes it's better than it looks to be, sometimes. And I know it's worth. So, some of it's better than others, other stuff that I posted, but, so I will, I will drum that up occasionally because it deserves that, you know what I mean? And if you don't like it, you don't have to be here, you don't have to, you can just completely ignore it, it's all good. But, I am very diverse, I am very laid back, so I think most people should enjoy their time on my channel. Me and G's channel. Like, how are you good? I saw it briefly there, and it's almost as if they were thinking, and I don't mean to think that people should say these things, but some might. How are you to tell me what I should do? People have different responses based on things that they've been through. That is something that could be a topic. I mean, because, like, that interview that I did with a friend, or a podcast conversation that I did with a friend, one of his viewers, because I ended up being on his channel because I couldn't seem to call him in on mine easily, thought that we'd had some sort of argument. He didn't think so. I didn't think so. And the guy still seems to be subscribed to me, so he didn't think I was that confrontational, and I'm really not. I don't like drama and confrontation. But, when I first met this individual, and he might see this and think I'm talking about him, but I'm not going to say who it is. It could be anybody. And, maybe he's meant to hear this. Know that there's a right there. Thank the Lord. Remember the side door, also because I spilled some coffee, but I mostly got it cleaned up, but for the reasons we mentioned earlier too. Side door's good. Dark side of Dixon.
I'm going to give the floor once over.
You gave her a twice over. Thick rags, thin rags.
Sticky practically everywhere.
I'm not going to say the other one, but ragtime, rag, doll. Saw a huge tomcat the other day.
Yes, ragtime is very difficult actually, or to be more precise. Some of Scott Joplin's pieces of music are really quite difficult.
Right. So I don't know if he had some sort of one particular thing that was fresh and was making him feel certain things, or if it was things he'd been through in life in general. I remember I started out talking with him in my friend's chat, and then it inspired me. I then got ready to do one of my own, and I told him that, and told him how to get there, and and he got here, and we had a pretty decent chat. So I mean, I think you should have realized that I didn't, that would, and I can't. We didn't even really have a guess as to why he was saying that, but something got misconstrued, misunderstood. That's all there is. That's all that it was. And I mean, it happens. And so we should realize that that could be a possibility and try and clarify. But, yeah, so basically, so, you know, even G sometimes says, you know, like, we need to have meals, but he's going to enjoy his dinner tonight. Like I say, whether he wants to or not, he's going to like it. No, but, what do you call it? You know, being like, forced to eat veggies or whatever, right? So, you know, so, I mean, when I say that you should have a lovely time and enjoy it, you know, I mean, not telling you you have to, but I think you would. And I do think you should, so. And I think that you could. So, there you have it. May have to give it a little bit of time. One video may not be real, the next one might be. But, yeah, and this one might not be super duper long, but we'll see. I've kind of got my ideas for what I want to watch with dinner. So, I'm not hugely hungry yet. I can't believe it's only 7:30. It feels like it's 8. Actually, it's not 7:30. It's 7:20. But, sorry?
I forgot my phone upstairs.
Of course you did. How much do you have to run the sink while I'm doing this anyway? Anyway, just kidding. Nobody's here, but Alex on USB on. You know, that's another interesting thing. A random little piece of knowledge or whatever. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. I should wish upon more stars and have more dreams come true. Does it actually work? No. Now have I remembered my original point. It was very original. Oh, shoot. Gee, hopefully you were paying attention. What was I saying? Now he's upstairs. Oh. And I have a kind of a funny story example of this actually, but those of us who are sound sensitive, it's interesting. When we're making the noise, and it wasn't that bad. I'm just waving this around to prove a point. When we're making the noise, it's good. I mean, we may not be as sensitive, but when other people do it, it seems louder. Thoughts? Comments? Concerns? Just kidding. Queries? Yeah, so. Anywho. Did I turn the stove on?
I don't think so. I'll check.
You check?
Is the coffee maker available?
I believe so, but not cleaned.
Okay.
But I don't know if you have much time. Well, you have a few minutes to get going.
Need to make it ready.
And then, no, you can still get going, don't worry. Yeah, it makes sense. Just wait over there. Plus with the dog. Although if the dog gets upstairs, that's fine. But it's just, you know. Because I would say, oh, you know. I don't want to get distracted by seeing too much stuff. You know, in, by, out, dinner. That's our evening routine in the bed. I shouldn't have told you to do that because, yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry, just noisy.
You told me that I could get my coffee going.
I forgot that it was, see, I always pour from that bottle of tap water, so it doesn't use the sink as much unless I'm filling the bottle. And it's very, 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 very quick about cleaning the thingy. So if the thingy's on, I'm going to put the chicken in, and hopefully, I don't know if I should do it until it gets here, because he's probably going to be here for about 15, 20 minutes. I was going to try more things again, like moments before the guy arrives. Moments. But anyway, then, you know, it'll probably be pretty good by the time he arrives to do it. Come with me and you'll see a world of pure. Oh, I love that idea for an effect to do more often, where you're just nearby and I'll sing something and then you sing a part and then I sing a part and then put it together and it is beauty. Full. But I can't think of any other music to do now. Oh, here, I thought you were doing the thing. Did I stop doing something? Don't you know that it defies creation? Boop-a-da-boop. Boo boo boo. If you want to, it is a fun song though, truly. View paradise. Simply look around and view it. I don't remember what it is, but wanna see the world, just do it. Huh? There's nothing to it. Boom. Helicopter balls. Dum bum bum. Bum bum. Oh, what's that? Hey, I feel like it's sports related. Oh, hey, oh. What about District 2 or not? Because they don't really recook. But then you can finish that other thing later. Or I don't know. Because I quite enjoyed them. And talking like this is awesome. So I almost want to say, if Essie sees this, I know I'm 30 minutes in, I know. Or you. It's more so the other stuff that I was really wanting you to notice. The other live streams as of recently, especially.
Well, I'm not, what am I supposed to notice?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh.
Why would I do that? Come on.
Podcasting, I see.
I thought you realized that. You thought I was just talking to you
No,
the whole time?
I thought you'd stop.
I probably should take a bit of a rest, but yeah, it's something to me and stuff. I mean, like, that's kind of normal, to be honest. Truly, you know, like, I mean, I understand he was busy and that, but I think it was like really late before bed, before we'd messaged him. And then, I guess he was going to see a day, but, and then, I don't know, we didn't cancel, so why wouldn't it be? What's your name, Barry? And then, yeah. 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 Woo! And then, yeah. And then, yeah. So, yeah. And then, yeah. Wow! Yo! Like a little la-di-da. I think they're both showcased. My fonts a lot, eh? Fonts a lot. Already late. And here we, well, I don't know. I thought I would have some time in between. No, it's not actually yet. You still got 2 or 3 minutes to get with it. I got those on low. Everything else gets heated up. And it's good. Very, very good. And you know, the food earlier was not that much later than, like I said, it could be 50 minutes. I said it could be 25 or 30. I thought 15 was a little bit fast. But, yeah, so. If anybody's wondering that may have seen this earlier, I finally did have lunch. And it wasn't super late, but it kind of was. I hadn't eaten much earlier that day, so. It's like, oh, he's talking about food again. And now he's probably complaining. And I also want, I should state, even though this is early on in the video, because I was thinking about it, and I think I did in the moment. But I just wanted to state to anybody who, I mean, I am low income myself. Pretty much, I am low income. And to anybody else who is or is homeless, you know, I didn't want to come across as not being thankful for what I have. Especially as American Thanksgiving has either just passed this past weekend or is just coming up. I'm not in the States, so. But, and he's not watching for the person that we're watching for. Maybe he's assuming he's going to be late again. Well, I never did show up last night, but then he said that he would try tomorrow night, so. Since the oven's on, I'm going to open this. I keep seeing that light shining on that car's front lights and thinking that the car's lights are on, but then I keep thinking, no, I don't think they are, though, and they're not. Nothing like being early, just in case, so you don't run late. I know it's not just a me thing, but things do happen, so I'm trying to be intense. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. So, but I had, and it was really lovely, actually. I had some birthday money still left, and even though it was maybe a little bit more than I may have liked to spend, I still had some, so that was nice. And it certainly actually made up for, I can just say that went to my chat. And also, it made up for, well, although we do have, that helps in G's work as well, the fact that I lost a $70 gift card. I got one for Christmas and I got one for my birthday, and I used the second one after I lost the first one, just because I wanted to and I didn't want to lose it. I wonder if this is him. The way he's coming slow, it might be. He's going to see me standing at the door and what? No. I'll turn down the lane. Anywho. So, yeah, so I just wanted to say, I just barely had the means, but because I did, and there's another person in the home who has an income, I decided to treat myself. I have with my autism spectrum disorder and my food pickiness, although it's not like what it used to be, he's been here once before without any problem like this. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, I know it's already pretty limited, but I do like to try and eat well. And I also think the other thing is I needed to eat better. And it's just, so I was dealing with the pickiness, I was dealing with the indecisiveness, I was dealing with whatever else in my mind, and it was a bit of a long drawn out process, but I was happy to have some company one way or another while I was doing it. So anyway, so this is just chat, maybe do a song or two, and then I'm going to go off for dinner, and that'll be all for the night. I just want to check, just in case. Well, I don't see any new car up there. Oh. No, he wouldn't be running that. He's running a different thing now, I tell you. I know, and you're like, what's going on? What are you watching? The good thing I'm not very hungry, but it was still, this is still a little bit earlier for us than we normally eat. But I don't know how, because it feels like we're on schedule. Yeah, when I'm not hungry. And well, the other nice thing is that I have a little bit. I even tore a piece off, but still do. It was essentially like a quesadilla kind of thing. And I still have a bit of that for tomorrow. So pasta tonight, which but yeah. And yeah, that's first thing. I hope if I do go there, they know how to operate the system. I'll say my little speech. I'll have the song ready. I almost don't want to prepare ahead of time. Well, I can look through the songbook unless something comes to mind. Wouldn't be one Mother's Day, probably, because those are kind of expected. I mean, I can kind of perceive what they might be, and I don't think they would be. I don't think they were really flaky, I tell you that. Yeah, it was great. I had 5 cents sitting there, and I used it. And I had 20 cents sitting there. And I need it. Should I check something? I don't know if I can bring this up in front of you or not. And he hasn't seen those. Oh, yes, he has. And we have a very good landmark. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I understand if you don't like text and drive, but like a quick voicemail back or speech to text driver say I'm running a bit late so that we know that he's still on his way would be very considerate. Some people. Come here, buy something, give us some money and get out. I mean, most people aren't like this, but some are. I like this other person's being. And the other thing, also think about, this guy's been even more true, is that, like, when we sell this particular product, which I don't really want to mention because it's too specific, and then people might figure things out, we're doing it from home. So it's not like we have a store that's just open. This is around our home life schedule. And when somebody's not doing as they say they're going to do, it just kind of throws the routine out a little bit, because we do have a little bit of one that we're working around. So yeah, and this is on the edge of the counter, probably not great. Yeah, so I hope I explained that, I can understand how some people that don't have easy access to food could be like, you should just be thankful and eat what you have. It's not that I'm not, okay? And I just want to make sure that you realize that. And, anybody who sees this who has been homeless or is low income will realize that when you're doing well enough, you'd be the same way, You'd be the same way as far as, like, wanting a bit of variety and not to cook sometimes and that kind of stuff. So I'm just watching for somebody. If you weren't already here earlier, I'm just watching for somebody. There's somebody else in the house who's going to associate with him if he ever shows up. But I'm starting to wonder if he's going to. I guess anything can happen. But again, if something happens, you still contact the person who's expecting to see you and give them a heads up. Can't make it, going to be late. It's the right thing to do as far as I'm concerned. Unless you've died, and then do it from the Ethereals or whatever the word is, Just kidding. But have one of your loved ones do it. The person who's on the receiving end might be able to pick up on them. What do you think of that topic? I'm curious. I've got chat on, I believe. Yeah, this one's been a bit quiet. But there's a lot of places that get heavy winters or anything like us right now. Even though it's nighttime, it's very seasonably nice out still. So some people might just be enjoying being out and about outside. Apparently we got a cold front coming in, and I'm thinking the other day when it was really nice and not even that windy, I should have. I was just absorbed in the online world and doing stuff around the house, and yeah. Well, it's way down there, not right up front. I don't see the long boulevard. Heads up, this might be him. Not sure. Time is it anyway? How late is this guy? 8 minutes, not as much as I thought. Okay, we'll forget that. Hi there. Let me get the sidewalk. Yeah. He's a little guy, and I think we're filming his guys here. Yeah, it wasn't as late as I thought. Hey, away from the door, hush. And don't jump over my leg in the process of trying to be a super guardy guard dog. That being said, there's not a whole lot I gotta do. Just gotta take that out shortly. Should I let the dog down? Would that be okay?
Sure, I love dogs.
Okay, you just have to remember when you leave that we grab him first because he moves fast sometimes. You probably met him last time you were here, actually. I'll be down in a moment. The guy is quite nice. It's true. It is true. And, like I say, I don't have a whole lot to do in the kitchen since we're dealing with the leftovers that thing I bought, which is mostly for G that we made the other day. Otherwise, I was cooking. Now I think that's me leaning on the phone. The type of ring. Yeah, I don't think that was a phone call. Okay, so I'm thinking I might keep this one under an hour. I mean, if a friend sees it, yeah, that was, but they might not have a whole bunch of time. It's still 45 minutes, so they might say, well, it's close enough to an hour. I'm still not going to watch all the other things this title interests me more. And then, cool. Technically, it's Superman that's here right now. That's what his profile picture is. Anyway, so this has been quiet. If there was people here that I was enjoying chatting with, it might be more drawn to that. But I think I'd like to just rest for a bit. Well, I'm not going to post anything else tonight. Very likely I'm not. I hope I can make it tomorrow. But, quite likely, I'm pretty sure. I'm tired. But, since I want to show G something I was working on, or that I did the other day, some of my content that he wasn't around for when it was happening, I'm going to be here myself then, so. And also, just in case the guy forgets what I just said about the dog. So, I need to rest myself a little bit. I'm sure you can understand. Don't say so. I hope you do enjoy my videos and me, and the dog is going nuts, so I'm going to wrap up and see what's going on.